parted ways from there, and then I came.
Anybody need a break?
Starting at 2:01:05.
I apologize. We've got different supervisors in different places, and they all want the story and what we are doing so far. So they had a couple follow-up questions, if you don't mind. We spoke of what you did on the 3rd and the 4th. So on the 3rd, 5:30 to 6, Chris brought Addison. What did you do earlier that day? Were you at home all day?
Mm-hmm.
Never left before Chris came over?
I honestly can't. I honestly do not remember. I mean, I can honestly tell you, I don't at this time. I don't think I did.
But you did, so you didn't go to any event or anything
No.
big? You would have been
No.
home most of the day, and then Chris
No,
brought...
because all my kids had been home over the weekend.
Mhm.
And me and Gary and Chad and Amanda and Chris and Emily and Olivia all went to Jay Christopher's and ate, and then they left. Everybody kind of parted ways, and Scott left.
Mhm.
Everybody kind of parted ways from there, and then I came home and started cleaning and doing and getting everything, you know, and then Tuesday I spent trying to get everything ready because Elle and Addie were coming that day. And I kind of waited, you know, thinking, well, they, you know, because they're typical of the thing, they'll land and then, you know, come on out to the house.
Mhm.
And, I mean, it had just been just getting stuff ready, you know.
So then on the 4th, Scott came for the debit card at 6:30 in the morning. You ate some food, laid back in bed, got up at about 8:30, went to feed the goats. You were invited by Amanda to Lake Lanier. You left the house a little bit before noon to go there.
Yeah, I think that it was around noon, something like that. Like I said, I went
You went to the Target Marketplace in Cumming.
uh-huh,
How long do you think you stayed there?
long enough to run in and buy a chair, because she said, you're gonna have to bring a chair. There's no chairs. So I wasn't even planning on stopping there.
So from the time you left your house around noon, it probably took you, let's say, an hour and 15 minutes since you had to stop at Target to get to the lake.
Yeah. Well,
So-
probably longer than that, because there was a lot of traffic getting in. And then once that I got there, I had to stand in line a good 45 minutes or longer.
Okay.
Standing in line to get in.
You left there at about 6.
Yeah, I think that was because I had talked to Chris and about getting Addison. I said, are you gonna bring her to the house? Are you gonna bring her here? What are you gonna do? And he said, well, I'll let you know. And we had discussed about, you know, kind of, we'd all leave together at the same time, that kind of stuff. Because I think, and I remember Chad saying something about, well, that took us longer to get out of there than what we thought. And I think that it was around 6 that we left there. But I
Okay.
don't know that for sure.
Home around 7.
Well,
When
Amanda
you-
made the comment, she said, well, it took y'all an awful long time to get home, you know, and in and that kind of stuff. And I said, well, I hadn't really thought about it.
Who made that comment?
Amanda.
So was Amanda there at the house, or she was?
No,
Just calling?
yeah,
When you drove to the lake, you were by yourself?
yeah,
When you drove home, you had
Cameron.
Cameron with you. Cameron's 11. When you got there, Chris brought Addison over?
Chris brought Addison over.
Y'all went to the barn to feed? The girls went with you, or you went out there by yourself?
Well, I had gone to the barn by myself because Cameron was getting her stuff in. So I went to the barn,
Mhm.
but then Chris pulled in pretty much immediately after I got to the barn. So I went back to the house, to get her, and because I was going to talk to him and see kind of what the game plan was, that kind of stuff.
And then
And then I
you
went back to the barn.
got the girls in the shower. You got into bed about 8:30, and they stayed up a little while longer.
Yeah.
When you went to the lake, do you remember which route you took?
I went down whatever road that is that go out and go, not across Buford Dam, I went the other way.
I don't have a clue.
Oh. Well, you can either go in this end of Marketplace Boulevard or that end of Marketplace Boulevard. So I went on this end, like where Steak and Shake and all that kind of stuff is.
So when you left your house, you went down.
I went out I just followed, the GPS. Kind of went down the back way, hit Marketplace Boulevard, and then went right on Marketplace Boulevard and then went that other direction.
Did you use GPS on your phone, or
No, because I didn't know how to, I used it on the vehicle.
in the car that's there?
Yeah. But then coming back, I just hit return to home, and it brought me back across Buford Dam. I said, well, that's a whole lot quicker than going the other way.
Mhm. All right, and you're still maintaining you don't know.
I don't know.
We don't have any enemies.
No,
Nobody wanted to hurt him.
not that I know of.
Was there any reason to target your property and him?
I wouldn't think so. No,
Are you currently in an affair with anyone?
no,
Is anyone pursuing you?
no,
There's no jealous boyfriends?
no.
The last affair you had was 10 years ago with?
And it was, it was not a sexual affair. If that's what you want to call it. It was simply,
More of an emotional?
we were all just friends.
Mhm.
Like his sister was there too.
Mhm.
And Gary got very upset about that. But no, there was never any, nothing like that.
You have any questions?
I don't think so.
I'm going to bring Scott in here.
Okay.
I'm going to disclose to him about the projectile we found.
Okay.
When you walk by, if you would mind not telling him, obviously if you want to tell Amanda and Chad, is that her fiance out there? While y'all are out there setting, that's fine. But I would like to speak with your son and tell him and get his reaction and see what information he can offer me.
Can you tell me what the text is that came across on my phone?
Jackie said she is going to bed. Are you going to be okay tonight? I'm worried about you.
Okay. She's the one that lives on my road.
Okay. All right. Yep, that is all I believe I have for you at this time. Where do you plan on going this evening?
I don't. I've got my dogs, so I don't.
You have the dogs with you?
Yeah, they're out there in the car.
In the car, running? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Jackie said I was welcome to come in there. Amanda wanted me to go with her, but I can't. There's nowhere to put the dogs. If neither one of us, Scott's got a dog that's upstairs in the barn.
So I'm just trying to figure out how I can get a hold of you tomorrow, because I'm going to have your phone.
You can get with Amanda on hers.
She'll be with Amanda.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. I mean, depends on what I'm gonna do with the dog stuff. I mean, we can't take it. I don't know, because Jackie had said we were welcome to come and stay at my house.
Okay. Was there anybody else that you left out that was at the house, your house, in these past few days, other than the family? Any workers or friends, or I know you said he didn't have any friends.
No, I mean, I was trying to say, I don't think that we had anybody there working at the house. No. I mean, not that I know of. Some of Scott's friends have been there. But I don't remember when that was, if they were there. Oh, Ted was there. A friend of his was there. Came for a very short time.
A friend of
Scott. On Saturday. And he didn't stay long. He was supposed to have stayed there for dinner, and his mom was actually going to come for dinner too. And Scott, there was an incident with a snake that supposedly Scott and Chris scared him with a snake, and he got mad and left. And hence, his mom didn't come either for dinner that night. But like I said, I mean, everybody was at the house this weekend. Chris and Jenna and Ella and Eddie were not in town yet. And Amanda and Chris and Olivia, Chad, I mean, all the kids were there.
I think so. There's
I was
2
cleaning my
minutes
screen, and I
left.
was like, I need to clean that screen.
Eddie was in town yet. And Amanda and Chris and Olivia, Chad, I mean, all the kids were there.
All right, anything else or any other names, or? All right, I'll walk you out and we'll bring Scott in.
I guess I need to get Jackie's number too.
Literally, I don't know how to open it. There you go.
Jackie. Nine 696.
Mm-hmm. We'll cut it off real quick. So what I'm trying to do is get to the where's the menu where you do all the Wi-Fi and all that?
Oh, gosh.
There it is. I just want to hit that button right there.
Okay.
Just hold that down. Yep. All right. I'll walk you out here.
break till 3:30. If you want to take a group outside for a smoke break so they can stretch their legs, even if they're not smoking, that'd be fine.